Hello, this is William Bowman. It was great speaking on the phone earlier with Nayeli. I wanted to make this video as promised for herself as well as Kevin to just kind of take a glance at, just for some information regarding the online presence of Four Seasons. So, and maybe some areas to improve. That way, you guys can get some more customers if you guys need it, or even if you don't. Just maybe in the future when you want to expand. Just free info. So basically, this is Four Seasons. This is you guys. I noticed you guys are on Yelp. You guys are #2 on Yelp. Hopefully that's not costing you too much. But I wanted to kind of show you guys, a little bit about SEO and kind of what can happen with your companies. So if you think about, how you would find a company, right? We're going to pop over to Google and we're going to say, Lubbock, landscape, and we'll throw Lubbock, Texas landscape. Do landscaping even. Okay, so the very first area that you want to look at is, the map pack, which, I didn't find you guys in. This is actually really quick and easy, and a lot of people will click on the specific company. So this could be a way for you guys to get more customers here quick, just with a quick certification through Google, and it doesn't really take too much time. That way you guys can be on this map pack, listed for, your area of Lubbock, and you can get more people finding you guys this way. So that's really quick. Now you have Yelp, Yardbook, Home Advisors, and then your very first competitor here. So this area we call the organic search area. So sometimes you will have like ads posted up here that people pay for. A lot of people skip those ads. So I'm kind of glad that there's nobody paying for those right here. And then some people will skip Yelp and Yardbook as well and go straight down to the very first one. So let me kind of show you an example of kind of, this customer is ranked below Yelp, and let's kind of see what kind of, volume he's getting. So you look at his website, very, very small. He has multiple pages, but it's just, the home page, which is what's going to rank, which is what is ranked. It's a very small website. He doesn't have very much content at all. Typically, you want to have 1,200 to 1,500 words on your homepage. And you want to have a lot of those keywords that you want to rank for. So this is a keyword, Lubbock, Texas landscaping, exactly what somebody would search to find you. So if you want to look it up, Lubbock is repeated, twice on here. And then landscaping is, once, which is crazy. Maybe there's another area over here. No, he has landscapes, but that's fine. So let's actually look into the actual. I have an analytical tool here that will actually tell me, why is this guy ranked so high? So this is what's called the UR and what's called a DR. So a UR is basically the URL reputation, if you will, or the rating. So this is what Google looks at for basically your trust rating. So how trustful is this website in Google's eyes? And they say it's an 8 out of 100. It has a lot of room to improve. Also, the domain rating. So the domain rating on the other side of that is, how much does Google think your website, how much power does it think you have? So this is like based on reputation and all sorts of things. But these two factors will determine how high you are ranked. And these, for being ranked so high on Google, these are really, really low. Now, you look at backlinks, and this guy has 116 backlinks. And, with a backlink, if you think of that, it's basically like if I wrote a blog in an article and I referenced Four Seasons and I was like, hey, Four Seasons was great. Here's a link to find them. And I put a link in there to your website. That's what's called a backlink. So they have backlinks from 50 different websites. So you would think that that's extremely powerful. But really, when you go into these, if you see no follow, it's not sharing any of this power or this DR and this UR. And really, you want follow links from powerful sites. So I think one of their strongest ones is from their own site. So looks like they have a membership here at the Chamber of Commerce. So you might want to consider getting a certification with the Chamber of Commerce and just being listed on their site. And it looks like it's a follow link. So that could be pretty strong. The other ones I'm not really seeing, this is content on Home Blue, but it looks like it's a side page. Looks like they are, they're they're not referring them any domains though. See, this one is actually giving them a domain back. But I won't get too much into the technicals. I'm just kind of trying to show you what backlinks do and what referring domains do. Now, this is the big thing, is keywords. So they are ranked for landscaping Lubbock, right? And they're ranked number 2. And that gets them 70 volume every month. You know, Lubbock landscape, 60. Landscaping Lubbock, Texas, this is the big daddy. You know, that's 150. And they're ranked number 7. So they have a lot of room to improve. I just kind of want to compare them just so you have a point of reference. Like if you were, you know, building out a site or anything like that. This, with a quality backlink, not all backlinks are created equally. If you had a really quality backlink from a strong referring domain, this DR would shoot up. This UR would shoot up. And it'd be easy to rank higher in UR and DR than this site. Let's kind of look at, you know, this guy. So this is another competitor. Looks like they have a site with a lot more content. That's good. I really like that. But they don't have any other pages. You know, this site had, you know, multiple pages, and they all probably refer back to the front page. So that means that they kind of spread out some of that credit. This guy, on the other hand, has a bunch of, you know, content here on the front page. And I still think he's actually lacking. Like I said, 1,200 to 1,500 words on the front page is what you're after, and you want to have those keywords in there. Let's kind of compare the two here. So look, his UR is higher. His DR, about the same, honestly. It's not that much of a difference. He has less backlinks and less referring domains. So this is a good example of the fact that not all backlinks are created the same. You know, he only has 60. You would think that he'd be ranking so much lower. But if you look, you know, he's ranked number 11 for this. And he's ranked, you know, for Lubbock landscape here, he's ranked number 8. He went down 2, so he used to be ranked number 10. He's improving there. Landscaping Lubbock, you know, he went up 2 to 11. So he's gaining traction, and this is the number 2 guy. So if we look at those, you know, he's getting volume coming in just from having a site like this. And, you know, typically whenever I find sites, you know, that are actually ranking near the top like these guys are, I will find sites that, you know, have a, you know, UR or DR of like 20 or 30. So these would be pretty easy to beat. I just wanted to give you guys some advice, you know, on, you know, looking at your web presence and seeing kind of where your company sits, how to find you guys. So in order to find you guys, you know, you have to come in, skip the map pack. This is huge. If you take one thing from this video, please go grab your certification from Google to be on this map pack, because that will increase your volume by quite a bit. The second thing is, you know, make a website. It doesn't have to be super flashy. Just put enough content on the front page, make a couple pages for your services. They're pretty easy to make on Wix or WordPress. You know, they're pretty easy to make. I would just, you know, recommend putting one out there, and putting those words on there. Yelp, if you come in here, you find you guys on number 2. That's great. That is great. And I hope that's bringing you guys a lot of traffic. Because I know that sometimes to be number 2 or to be number 1 can be pretty expensive. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys other options for, you know, being able to, you know, still get volume, from a digital footprint, but instead of having to rent that out from a company, maybe owning that site yourself, or finding somebody who can make sure that you stay up here. So yeah, so I was just looking for feedback, just trying to give some small businesses some more information about this area of marketing. If you could give me some feedback either via email as to what you thought about it, that'd be great. You can also reach me at 979-703-0056. Either way, I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and have a good rest of your week. Goodbye.